So today we're going to talk about designing your menu and how important that is. And we broke it down in 5 different areas. So our first point is paying attention to your ingredient yield, making sure that you're using the whole vegetable from root to leaf and really minimizing the waste that you have. If you're cutting the top part of the eggplant, for example, you want to make sure to really only take everything that is edible, and after the rest you can put it in a compost file, find ways to reuse it. Versatility and using the ingredients in whole. The ingredient yield heat map provided by hotelkitchen.org illustrates some insight to the edible parts of common vegetable and fruits and how to prepare or repurpose the typically unused parts. Again, food wastage is something that if we do not track and look at, is a way that we can easily lose so much money in our food cost. And it takes to the chef's mind, the chef's creativity to be able to reuse item. If you're using a lot of lemons and you're not doing anything with the peel, you can try to use those lemon peel and do something else with that. By monitoring your output and your waste, you're able to see what are you wasting on a regular basis and try to find ways to reutilize this and give it a new life so you can maximize your profit. So basically check in what region you are and check out the seasonality of your products. Be aware of what is growing at what time. Work with your farmers in order to secure products that they will have, in order to have the rotation. Create your dishes in advance in order to be able to use more seasonal products. The clear benefits is obviously less travel time, fresher ingredients, the supply chain is shorter, and also you're working with food that is produced locally, so you have less impact on cross-contamination and health issues, but also it's usually cheaper, it's richer in flavor, and overall you get more positive feedback because you're basically nourishing your body in the same environment that you yourself are in. The third point is shrinking your menu down, or making sure that you have this core base from which you can create all sorts of dishes, and hence you can use your creativity to really create all these dishes from the same foundation of your menu. So it's very important that you create this variety of choice, but at the same time you don't want to keep stock too long. You want to have the freshest ingredients created in small batches so your customers are really exposed to highest quality possible. So the main benefits are easier to impose menu engineering, minimize chances of customers being decision fatigue, build customer base, less burden for staff, more efficient in operation. So overall in our flagship store we have the widest menu because we really are setting a brand and we're fine-tuning, and as we go our new openings are getting smaller and more efficient, and we're actually reducing the load of our choices and ingredients that we use, to going from a 50 topping restaurant to a 30 topping now, and we're working our way down to be more efficient. As we expand, we can control the quality, work more with seasonal product, and really also get customers to not get bored with the type of offering that we have and the type of food that we have. And again, the freshness is unbeatable when you're dealing with seasonal product. We constantly review our menu at Treehouse to make sure that we can cut and shave off any items that are not being ordered anymore, any items that are not being used widely in many recipes. So again, cutting down the need for the workforce to be dealing with so many ingredients and the chances of anything spoiling. So it's very important to keep your menu interesting, changing it with the season, and making sure that you're not creating unnecessary waste both in your kitchen side but also on the customer side. So the next point we have is the flexibility of portion size. Adapting to the portion size of where you are is very important. For example, here in Hong Kong, portion sizes are often reduced to adapt to the market here. And after, as you open and run restaurants in different areas, you have to adapt to what is the right portion where the customer feels satisfied, but you're not creating all this extra waste on the sides and hence losing wastage in profit, and also the customer feeling bad that they're wasting something if they're not taking it away. So in the flexibility of portion size, it's really key to analyze again your customer waste. When you're going through the garbage of what is the food byproduct in your restaurant is a really good indicator of how much is being wasted. If you have bowls and you see leftover rice on a consistent basis, and also asking your customers, do they feel this is the right size for the value for money, and all of that combination is very important to strike in order to make sure that you're creating the best value for your customer within your value system, and minimize again the waste of creating a dish that someone will not eat till the end. And if they do not finish, it's important you provide them with the takeaway packaging so they can take it home and eat it later. So our next point is being transparent and listing all the ingredients in your dish. And there's two things here. Transparency, I think, is a very important thing, and it's something that we are actually working at Treehouse to build our own logistic system where we can follow from the farmer all the way to the restaurant and be able to get the product origin and where it's coming from. That's something we're building that we don't have in place now, but that's the example of this type of technology, is the example of what we'll be able to present and show our customers later on, to be able to show where the food is coming from. It's important to list all the ingredients inside your food, because as we're seeing, there's a lot more people with different allergies, with food requirements, with different food habits, and it's important that we cater to all. And so by showing all the ingredients and giving people a chance to substitute, for example, we do have still non-vegan items. So we have a free-range organic egg and also a halloumi cheese. And so we always offer a vegan substitute for this that we make in-house. We want to allow customers to experience for themselves and have this first-hand energy and able to highly customize the type of food, because I believe that food in the future will be, a choice that people make, and really will take it into action how important it is what you put in your body. So we want to be a restaurant that creates a highly customizable aspect, taking into account all the allergies and the known allergens that people have, so they can make the right choice, and if they want to be able to substitute any of those choices for something that they prefer. So today we learned more about designing your menu, and so I hope you have some takeaway with this. We have two things to remember. It's really being aware and always adapting, knowing that this is a journey that you're taking, and taking one step at a time to be able to improve your system and allow yourself to create the perfect menu and localizing it to the area that you're in, and always allow yourself to be creative with it. The way you design your menu can drive your sustainable aspect and how much waste you're going to generate, and how environmentally friendly you can take your restaurant. So your seasonality and all the points we discussed is crucial. And obviously focusing on a whole plant-based menu is shown to be the most environmentally friendly food you can do. And so putting more whole plant-based food on your diet is a natural reduction of the environmental impact you can have. So try to add a lot more vegetarian options to make your menu more interesting and catering to a lot more people in a more sustainable way.